Hey everyone, today we're diving into the full recon of the Ironman 70.3 Oregon course. I raced this last year and let me tell you, the swim is incredibly fast, something everyone's been talking about. Since Rachel is doing this race next month, I tagged along to give a course overview. Stick around to see how it went and get all the tips you need to crush this race. Let's get started. What time is it?
Banana time.
Cheers. We're out here in Salem. This is going to be the transition area where you are gonna put your bike and run. This is a parking lot. On race morning, there's parking all over the city, pretty convenient for street parking. But this is where we're gonna be at for transition. And it's about 1.5 miles of walking from transition to the swim start. So we're about to go to the swim start and check out the swim course, the bike course, and the run course. I started my watch to see how long it would take us to walk from transition to the swim start at a slow to medium pace. We did pass by the swim finish. The current is not flowing too much. It's just on the other side of that island. So this is the bridge to get over into Minto Brown Park. It is about a quarter mile from transition area. Race morning, you're actually not allowed to pass this until a certain time. There is someone guarding this bridge, but there are ways you can sneak around it. So everyone will walk from this bridge to the swim start together at a certain time. And this is also part of the run course.
No shoes.
All right, so this is 1 mile from the transition and we just reached the turnaround point for loop 2 of the run course. So for loop 2, you're gonna turn around here and do one more loop for the second loop. You go straight and back a mile to the finish line. So we're about half a mile to the swim start. I just want to make you aware that this is the turnaround point. This is the swim entrance. Usually they have like some sort of stairs that's going to lead us down. And this is where the swim starts, right there. The current is moving a lot. Look at that movement. There's an island right there. We gotta swim to the left of that. Not to the right, but to the left, around that. Ready to go swim? Let's do it. We're moving so fast now, but you can't really tell.
I can see the rock.
Yep. Last year, I remember staying to the left and I passed around 5 people very quickly. I think the fast current is towards the left side. So I was about 25 meters from the sight buoy. So I was way out in the left side. But at some point, you do have to make your way to the center because you have to make that right-hand turn. Also, the sun was in my eyes. So goggle choice for this race, I would go with mirrored. So a tip is to just sight for that bridge. You're not going past that bridge. And I looked at this one tree that stood out and the turn buoy is right after that island. Yes, the river is moving, but once you make that right-hand turn, it's pretty calm water. So you don't have to worry about getting swept away. The last 200 meters, I did pull some seaweed. So that's just something to be cautious for. Super fast swim course. I loved it. And you guys will have so much fun with it. So it took us less than 20 minutes to get from the swim start here. We were floating around, talking at some point. So it's a pretty fast current. The water's not too cold. If I had to guess, it's about like the low 60s. You get out here, there's gonna be steps for Ironman and you run up this ramp. So it's gonna be a hard run up. Out to the bike course, you go on this path. You do have to cross this railroad track and then the mountain line is just to the right of that. And what you guys want to know is, what are the road conditions like? Where are the potholes? Are there any steep hills, sudden turns? We'll get into that. The first half mile is probably the roughest road. The neighborhoods have some cracks in them, so you just have to be careful and try to dodge those during that bike course. Once you turn onto River Road, man, that road is so smooth for about 8 to 9 miles. There are a couple bridges that you go under. Now these kind of have tight turns and narrow roads, so you want to be careful around these bridges. Especially coming back, there's one of them you're going straight downhill, super fast. Last year they did have signs up saying to slow down, and once you get to max speed, you have to take a turn. So just be careful around those bridges. The steepest part of this course is around mile 13 or 21 kilometers. Pretty good climb, and this is the same spot when you're coming back. It's a very steep hill, and then you're gonna just make that right-hand turn at the bottom of that hill. Once we got onto the country roads, they were still pretty decent roads. I didn't see a lot of potholes or cracks. Overall, it was pretty good. There are 3 railroad crossings each way. The first one's the smoothest, the second one is so-so, the third one there's 2 big bumps. Just be careful going over those. Make sure you have rubber bands on your bottle cage or something to hold your water bottle down. So once you turn around, that first one on the way back, that's the one that you gotta be careful with. The second one's the medium, and then the third one coming back home is the smoothest. Halfway, how do you feel about the first half of the course?
I feel really good. Yeah, it's a good course. Pretty smooth up until that last bit. Coming up to the yield sign is pretty bumpy. One hill, so pretty flat. I think it's gonna be a fast course.
So we are at mile 28. The turnaround point is right there. It's a little slight incline coming up. This is probably the roughest road. There's a lot of potholes. You want to be careful. And then we're about to go straight down, and I saw a couple potholes there. So going down this road has, want to be careful with the road condition, as well as the first mile out of transition and going back into town. So far so good. Smooth for the most part. There's some narrow sections, especially passing under those bridges. But let's head back and get ready to run on the course. Up to now?
40 to 50 minute runoff, all easy, aerobics, zone 2. Checking out the run course.
Are we doing the full thing?
No, we're not running 13 miles. It was a steady ride, so legs feel pretty good. Zone 2 day.
We ended up doing 1 loop of the 2-loop course. Pretty flat overall and shaded. It is not shaded the first mile from transition to that turnaround point and a mile out from the finish. There are some very short punchy hills, but overall flat course. Depending on the time of day you are out there on the run. If you're earlier, it will be more shaded. We ran in the afternoon. There were less shade than what I remembered last year when I was running in the late morning. So that's the Ironman 70.3 Oregon course review. I had a blast filming it and tagging along with Rachel. She will be racing it July 21st. I'll be there to Sherpa. If you're out there, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I can describe better or just answer any of your concerns. But good luck to everyone racing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.